Hey, this is your recap Aunty. Hey, this is Shar, and we are here to have our front porch talk before we start diving into episode number, was that 83? Yes, baby, episode number 83. So what we do is sit on the front porch, baby, and we sit here and chit chat about episode number 82, Like I said, ain't no wrong answers. Everybody's right on this here porch. So grab your wine, grab your Jack Daniels, grab your mimosas, grab your Kool-Aid, your water, your soda, your Dr. Pepper, your Diet Pepsi, your Coke, gin and Coke, whatever you need to grab, honey, because we are here. It's Friday, baby. We are here to have a good time as we talk about these old crazy ass people on Beyond the Gates. So let's get to our first comment. Hey, we got Miss Just Joyce 4009. Hey Joyce, what's going on? She said, whoop whoop. I'm the first commenting, girl. Yes, Miss Joyce. She says, Andre, wrong row, bro. And for Nicole, she giving me I'm better than you. I don't like that. Girl, I understand that. I don't like it either. I don't like it either. I don't like it either. I don't know why she on that pedestal. And like damn Ted told her, get off your pedestal, princess. Please get down. All right. All right. Our next one is from Miss Rhonda SMH 1879. Hey Rhonda. She says, I really hate how Ashley plays this shy school chick act. Girl, grow the fuck up. First of all, if someone tells you that they are seeing someone, why do you ask, is it serious? But when she was dating the fireman and Andre tried to make a move on her, she blocked that really quickly. So why would she think it's appropriate to make her move and he's with somebody, I can't stand her childish ass. I'm sick of Andre and his flip-floppy ways. He ain't finna be loyal to nobody, girl. Nicole is right about one thing. He is definitely going to hurt her. Danny needed to make her move on Ted's practice mate. Right, she should have pounced on Carlton's fine ass. Now, that's a grown-ass man. Yes, honey, that's a grown-ass man, honey. He fine, too. Tall glass of wine, baby. Okay, well, let's see who we got. We got Nicole. We got Raquel. She says, Raquel Basson 3260. She says, Nicole is just nasty. She need to relax and mind her business. Exactly, Raquel. I can't believe she was just that mean and so disrespectful to all her family, honey. Like I said, I think the only one who lied to her who has not lied to her is Cass. She's the only one. The only one I feel like ain't lied to her. We got Rhonda SMH. She says, she's 1879. She says, Eva started the episode off with her foolishness when she asked, what would you change about me to her pappy? She requires too much adoration and attention. It's because she ain't getting a lot of it from her mammy. She needs to join Girl Scouts or something. Ugh. That ain't a good look, girl. Andre ain't right either. He acts too thirsty for attention as well. He said he stays sniffing around Ashley's weird, itchy ass. I know exactly what's going to happen. Andre and Ashley going to go on a date and Nicole is going to see them and be pissed that he is playing in Danny's face. And he knows doggone well he's not available today. Exactly, girl. Exactly. I don't know why, he thought that it was okay. That girl asked, well, I know you're seeing somebody. Is it serious? And he was like, well, we seeing something. But when girl, you need to go somewhere. We got Raquel, my girl Raquel Basson 3260. She says, Ashley trying to flirt with Andre is cringy. It is. It don't even look right. You know what I'm saying? It looks weird. It looks real weird. Raquel also says, I am sick. Not Andre and Ashley. He needs to stay with Danny. Everyone knows now, and he claims he is all in, but he is going on a date with Ashley? No, right? Why in the world are you wasting that girl's time? Because all you're going to do is blow her up to let her down. Both of them. Go on back to being a playboy jet setter. Like your uncle, everybody know that you are. Crystal Waters. Hey, Crystal, 4426. She says, Andre is full of shat. I love it. No way should he accept a date with Ashley right now. He kind of acted like he was a friend to Derek, right? Now he going to be dating Derek's ex? Now that's effed up, right? Where do Naomi find these so-called best friends? Exactly. So Haley and now Ashley are going to take a man from her mama Ain't that some bullshit? Girl. Damn. I didn't even think about that. That both her best friends taking. Ooh, that girl. You better connect, Crystal. You better connect, girl. Danny can't catch a break. That damn Andre, mean face. Yeah, he got on my fucking nerve. Now we got Miss Shy M1. Oh, hey Shy. She says all the things that her father had been doing with Martha. Oh, Martin. Oh, okay. You clarified from yesterday. Thank you, boo. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, girl. We got my girl Cynthia Judkins. Cynthia says, I know Nicole thought Andre would be on her side as far as Danny and Andre are concerned. Not. Nope, Nicole was not on. I thought she would be a little bit more forgiving, but she's very, very still damaged from what Ted did to her ass, girl. Be quiet, girl. Just sit down somewhere, girl. All right, we got Cynthia. She also says Ashley asked Andre out to dinner. Will they run into Nicole and Danny? I hope not, because Nicole will assume he's dating her too. Right. You know she's gonna do that. She's gonna definitely say, see, I told you he was using you. Girl, you said that you told them both that they was using each other. And that's what they really wanted to do. If truth be told, we got Raquel Batson. She says, I hope Cat and Eva will actually start to like each other once they spend time together. I hope so too. Because all this fussing and fighting and name calling and shit, it's getting boring now. It's like, we know that y'all don't like each other. We get that. And I really have to admit that I did enjoy seeing Cat help her. And they kind of smiled and stuff. So I really did like that. We got my girl Peace Angel. Hey, Peace Angel 4192. She says, getting my popcorn ready because Danny, honey, Danny is surely posting at Uptown, and she ain't about to let Andre and Ashley slide. Why is he risking anything for that basic B? Right. And why is she playing stupid games? You play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It would be a hot garbage mess if all the Duprees hit up Uptown for dinner too, honey. Until you pointed that out about Tomas has not even thought about Eva. I hadn't realized that. He's cool on her except when he sees her and he thinks about cake. Look, I thought it was damn with the Cat and Chelsea always talking about, yes, I finally am going to try cake now in the right flavor, girl. And it's almost ready, girl. Like Chelsea said, girl, enough with the symbols, lisms, and innuendos. Girl, what you want? You want the eggplant or what? You know. Yeah, so that was funny. And she also says, I do believe that he's trying to tread lightly after seeing the Faircrest Mafia in play. That boy doesn't want to end up in the Potomac. Girl, you ain't never lied. Like I said, I'm from D.C. Spent the first 20 years, well, 18, 19 years there. And my dad used to live over there in the Anacostia area. And honey, that Potomac River ain't never been clean. So if that he wind up in there, he gonna probably get ate up by all the bacteria and amoeba that's swimming around in that damn dirty ass water. Carolyn McWilson 497. She says, I think Vernon sent the folks to see Smitty. I hope he didn't, girl. He did say that Smitty is family, so we shouldn't be worried about him. But girl, I don't know, honey. I hope they don't mess with little bitty Smitty. Don't touch little bitty Smitty. Okay, we got James. Okay. What's up, James? What's going on? What's the tea? James says somebody said that the hypothesis is a soap opera fan can miss multiple episodes of their favorite show, come back to the show, watch an episode, and be right back in the groove without missing a beat. Okay, I'm about to put that theory to the test. Got some stuff to do. Okay, James, we got you. I should return in a week or so, and I'll be looking for y'all. Okay. So don't say James. Good, James is gone. And then run off somewhere and hide so I can't find you when I get back. Be seeing you. Hey, okay, James, we get you. We got you, honey. Sometimes you got to take care of business in order for you to have a little fun. You got to live a little, but you got to work a lot, So I get it, honey. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Do exactly what you got to do, my love. Ain't nobody going to judge you, but we going to look for your ass, so you better not be stayed longer than a damn week. We gonna be chasing you like how Danny was chasing Bill with that bat for week 1, honey. She walked into the office and beat the fuck out of that desk. So we gonna be looking for you. Okay, James is back. He was answering somebody about somebody being nasty. He was like, "Oops, I was just about to start my hiatus. Can't let this one slide." Andre and Ashley are probably 6 episodes out from doing the horizontal humpity hump. I hope not, James. Something Danny is sure to frown upon, but there's the opinion out there that wants to associate Nicole with the word nasty, and for what? For protecting her little sister from another betrayal by a man who told her that she was his only one. There's only one nasty woman on this show who can't keep her knees together for 5 seconds, and that woman is Nicole's bestie, the nasty. That thing, that James, you be tripping, honey. Just because two people might be in a consensual relationship doesn't necessarily mean that their relationship is right for one another. I get it. I get it. I couldn't leave my Febreze goddess hanging, honey. Okay, I'm gone. All right, James, I got you. But she still is wrong, honey. They two grown people, honey. But again, like I said, everybody on here is right. Okay, Jen. All right. Thank you, my love. You have fun on your hiatus, and we'll see you in about a week. All right, we got Miss Carolyn McWilson, 497. She says, Andre got other plans for Ashley. Right. I wonder what those other plans are. He probably just hit it and run, honey. Because, with Danny, they have a great time. They have a great time. And Danny gave him like an open door, like, ain't nobody else, right? You ain't got nobody else. No, 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 ain't nobody else. He do that hard swallow. No. Ain't nobody, just a line. Damn, Andre, you know, God almighty. Ronnie, hey Ronnie, 8347. Hey boo, I ain't heard from you in a long time, my love. Hey Ronnie, how are you? Hopefully you well, honey. She says, great review. I'm telling you, if the writers are going down the Ashley and Andre road, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it, girl. Girl, just hang in there with us, girl. Whenever they show them, honey, just fast forward through that part, girl. Don't run away, Ronnie. We miss you, honey. Don't let them let you, get you on the wrong path, honey. Stay right here. We got you. We got you, boo. We got Raquel 3260. She says Vernon and Anita. She is going to be so mad when she finds out he's keeping Martin's secret, right? Right. She knows about what happened 2 years ago, but she don't know what they planned on doing right now. Yeah, she's going to be pissed. But I think he said he just didn't want to distract her because, she practicing with the girls and he want to make sure that she does great. I can't wait for them to do the show. I can't wait to see how that's going to turn out. And like I said, Tracy's character, she does a lot of shows here in Charlotte at one of the local jazz spots. And so as soon as I get a free time, I think she's going to be performing again in September. I'm going to buy me a ticket. I'm taking a picture with her and I'm putting it on my wall. I'm like, girl, I love you. And I'm sure, because at the end of the show, normally they don't mind taking pictures with people. Me and my boyfriend normally linger around and take pictures. So I'm going to definitely try to get a picture with her on that day. All right, we have Miss Carolyn McWilson. She says, Ashley just want to give it to Andre with no questions asked. What she want to give, Miss Carolyn? What she want to give, honey? Now she couldn't give Derek that same energy. Right. Yeah, that's Ashley type of Karen. Right, exactly. She don't know what she want. How you gonna be dating somebody, 24 hours later, pretty much. You don't want to go on a date with you. I'm surprised, like I said, I'm surprised that Andre didn't pick that up. That was dumb. And how the other sister said that Naomi can pick her best friends, honey. First, your best friend Haley did it, stab your mammy in the back by taking your husband. Now you got Ashley that's got her boyfriend. I'm like, I didn't even equate that. Ooh, that's a whole nother ball game, honey. Miss Welder, she says, oh my God, you really need to be on this soap opera. I think you should be Anita's younger sister. Girl, from your lips to God's fingertips, baby, we're going to be praying hard that I could get me some little space on there somewhere. I'd be like, hey, y'all. Hey, how is everybody doing? My name is Quatrika. I am Anita's sister from Chicago. Thank you, Miss Welder. Thank you so much, sis. And Cynthia Judkins 2250, she said, my sister said that the writers just might have Bill using the king the next time we see his ass. Girl, probably, because I was so shocked when he got up. Like somebody was like, it's a miracle. Bill can walk. That thing tickled me. Oh, that was so funny. I was like, wait a minute. Wasn't he just on a cane yesterday and now today he okay, Bill, I see you. Okay, we got Cynthia. She also says, I agree. Eva didn't have to bring up Tomas. Yeah, child. She's only there to tutor you. Right. Say, go on and get your tutoring because you don't even know what the fuck you doing. Go ahead and get your tutoring so so Kat can go back to making her purses and marketing and doing what she's supposed to be doing, not sitting here helping your old slow ass. All right, we have Gold Girl 63. Hey, Gold Girl, thank you so much, honey, for coming by. Please don't let this be the first or the last time you make a comment on this, because, girl, we do acknowledge your comments, honey. She says, just finished listening. LOL, loved it. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, my love. I really do appreciate that. I'm trying, honey. I am trying. I'm trying. I appreciate it. We have Raquel Batson 3260. She also says the one-on-one dates with Anita was so sweet. I was happy to see her put Nicole in her place. Me too, honey. She thought Mother was going to just be like, Mother, aren't you disgusted too? Aren't you appalled? Anita was like, girl, no, we've been hanging on the baby's breath for Danny for a few months now. Girl, if the girl has finally had some peace, because she got a piece. You know, go on and let her enjoy her peace, honey. She ain't picking up no peace. She getting some pieces. So, yeah, girl, I'm happy for Danny, at least for right now. Whew, okay, we got Raquel. She's back. She says, Anita, so happy to see the queen looking beautiful. Wasn't she adorable? She was stunning. Oh my God, it was so good to see her. Like I said, she was a sight for sore eyes. It was so good to see her and feel her energy through the TV. You know, like I said, Miss Tooney be busy, honey. Miss Tooney be here, there, and everywhere. And it was good to see her. Raquel also says, I love that Anita supported Danny. Me too, honey. She needed that. She really, really needed that time, especially with all the shit that she had went through with Bill and that old fake ass Haley. Raquel also says Carlton is on Divorce Sisters. Oh, okay. Also, I'm liking that show. Okay. Okay, really? Okay, I might have to check it out because, like I said, Tyrell is on there. So you're saying that Carlton is on there too. Okay. I might try to recap it. I don't know. Let me look at episode number 1 and see how I feel. And then, of course, I have and have nots. I'm going back and working my way back up with that. So we'll see. We will definitely see. But thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, they working, honey. They booked and busy, and I love it. Well, thank y'all so much again for all of the wonderfulness that you shared with me on the front porch today. So now let's go ahead and get ready to open these gates, baby. Let's get ready to open these gates and see what's waiting on us on the other side, baby, for episode number 83 on Beyond the Gates. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let go. Uh-oh, y'all. We open up episode number 83, baby. With Martin coming into the casino. You know, that's where the drop-off's supposed to be happening. So he coming in there. It looks like he's the first one there. Y'all hurry up and get to that part. I want to know what's going to happen. Damn, Bill looking good in his suit. Bill looking good now. I ain't gonna lie. He looking good. He got his gray suit on, honey, with his black tie, white shirt. So what the fuck you doing? Barging in here like you giving a stump speech. Why the fuck you being so loud, nigga? You wanna blow this whole damn thing, boy? Martin, this is happening because of me. Look, I'm the one that's being threatened. No shit, Sherlock. Bill was like, you want to say that shit a little louder? Look, Martin said, I just want to make sure this thing goes down right this time. Everybody thought we got rid of this bigot 2 years ago, and it turns out that was just the damn beginning. Bill is like, look, okay, nigga, just count your blessings, all right? You're still a damn congressman. And Martin is like, and I would like to stay one. And Bill was like, get the fuck out of here. Let me do my fucking job. No, I'm making sure that this time I see how this shit gonna play out, and that what I'm told after the fact is the truth. That's what Martin said. No, I ain't going no damn where. When I tell you Bill is looking good to die, my mouth is watering, girls. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about Bill. But that beard, baby, and that suit, he's been looking good these last 2 days, but for some reason, maybe because he was looking all vulnerable and helpless and see, you know, I'm that type of girl. I love to help a man, you know, make him feel better. A man can help me by running me some money. Anyway, he looking good. Like he smell good if you hug him tight. Y'all know what I'm talking about, honey. Okay, back to the show. Bill is telling Martin, take your fucking ego out of this and think for a moment, all right? Look, the closer you are to the problem that you're trying to solve, the more ways it can go down south. Well, good thing I'm here, Martin says. Martin, you better not fuck it up, Martin. Them men handled it the first time. I'm a politician, so I'm no stranger to improvisation, honey. No, see that. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Bill says, see, that's the shit. That's exactly what I'm afraid of. There ain't no room for that in this situation, boy. It's best that we stick to our plan. And that damn Martin said, no, nigga, I'm staying. Bill said, well, shoot your damn self. He walks out the room. Seems like the guy that we're doing business with is not rearing to get his money either. Bill was like, well, yeah, look, boy, don't get your boxes in a bunch. He'll show up. Now, Martin, for the last damn time, back the fuck off and leave the rest to me. Damn, Bill look good. Damn. Y'all know I'm a I love boys and men. Well, men. I ain't gonna say boys. I mean, God, that nigga look good today. God almighty. Ooh, whoa, Bill. Bill. Child, we are that Orphe jeans, honey, and Leslie, baby, with her. Has she ever always had a bust down middle in the middle? I thought she always had a part to the side. Well, anyway, girl, she look worried. So she's sitting there. Remember, I told y'all yesterday, when there's something or somebody that's heavy on somebody's mind, they show a flashback. They always do. That's a pattern that I've noticed. Now, when we see Thomas do a flashback of Eva, then we know he feeling her ass. But until I see that, it's just friendly flirting to me. Just friendly flirting. So we go back to Leslie, going back telling Eva, girl, you want to see your mama, honey? You want to see your mammy? Well, honey, you do like everybody else. Knock, knock, knock on the fucking door like everybody else. Take your things and leave. Yeah, she do be wearing a part on the side. I ain't used to her wearing no part in the middle. Side note, she had a wonderful interview with this guy that I just subscribed to yesterday. I have to think of his name. I might maybe take a snippet of it. But she is so dope. Oh my God, Trisha is so dope. She said that they are on page 150 or series 150 episode. I'm sorry, episode 150 of the show. So she was like, just for y'all, just so y'all know, she is my daughter. At least where we are right now on episode number 150, blah blah blah. She's still my daughter. So y'all stop. She said, at least for now. I was like, that sounds like a clue to me. What y'all think? But she did say, at least for now, we are episode in our 80s, and so they're already up, up yonder with their episodes. So she said, yeah, she's still her daughter. But you can have a daughter and then not be your birth daughter. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But she was so dope. The baby boy, his name is Tony Moore. And I think he's an actor too. I've seen him on several movies and shows and stuff. And the name of his channel is called Lounging with Tony. He's really cool. He had his interview with Trisha Mann Grant about like 2 days ago, about a couple days ago. And it was so good. I mean, she was so relaxed with him. I would love to interview one of them one day. Because most of them interview with men. I'm like, y'all bring yourself over here, interview with the auntie. I'll bring my ass on camera. If one of them came and interviewed with me, y'all gonna have to give me them questions and y'all be ready for the live interview or maybe recorded interview. But yeah, he has such a great interview with her. It was a couple of days ago. Look him up. Lounging with Tony. And lounging don't got no extra G in there, so make sure y'all say that, y'all spell it correctly. But his name is Mr. Tony Moore. He's really good. He can sing too. Okay, back to the show. Okay, so we see Leslie is there at Orphe Jeans, and so Eva shows up. She said, oh, Mama, you all right? So Leslie's like, girl, not really. So Eva was like, well, what you thinking about? Looks like your brain is going a mile a minute. And that normally comes with a lot of talking. So Leslie is looking. She looking cute with that little off-the-shoulder zebra print top. Go ahead, Leslie, girl. What kind of work you doing, girl? So Leslie was like, you know me too well. And so Eva says, well, I don't know about that, Mama. I'm surprised you called me to have dinner with you, Mama. Leslie's like, well, the surprise is you actually showed up. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even do you like that, Mama. If I wasn't coming, I would be just for real about it. That's all. So what's the occasion? So Leslie hesitates and she said, well, should I tell you a cool story? Maybe find a funny meme on my phone to show you? Or do you want the truth? Eva was like, just be straight with me always. So Leslie is like, you're the kind of goody two shoes, like that way. Eva says, I am who I am, just like God. I'm sorry. And social media, honey, don't do it for me no more. That's what she says, Eva. So Leslie looks at her real strong. She's, I've become very familiar with the perils of the socials. You know, old daughter of mine, It's not easy being the town pariah. The woman people turn away from. The woman people whisper about behind your back. The woman people make a crazy post about. The truth is, Eva, I'm lonely. Well, your ass should have thought about that shat before you busted down that damn party about a month and a half ago. Then your ass wouldn't have been lonely. I guess her mind really thought that she was just going to tear down the Richardson's kingdom. And everybody be like, oh, come here, sweet Leslie girl. Oh. So Chelsea is at Uptown, and so she gets a text message from Kat. Kat said, call me after. So Chelsea called her right then. So Kat answers the phone like, girl, ain't you supposed to be on the date? Chelsea says, she was a no-show. Kat was like, did she call? Text? Sounds of silence. I mean, maybe she got tied up at work. Oh, well, do you want me to check for you? Because I'm right here at the hospital, making sure that I'm keeping tabs on Dad's newest employee. You know, the extreme evil Eva. Chelsea was like, how's that going? And Kat was like, girl, she ain't here. She left early. Kat, girl, it is way past quitting time. I mean, like, where's the fucking dedication? Look, girl, I'll check on the doctor for you and I'll hit you up later. Child, I hate being stood up. I've been stood up once by the same dude. That's why I ain't with that nigga no more. Yeah, don't nobody like being stood up. Come on now, Madison. I knew you was... You tripping, girl. Poor Chelsea. Child, I didn't even notice that there was a rose sitting there on the table for for Madison. I didn't notice it until she reached out over and took it. Oh. But at the same time, don't y'all be coming for me talking about she fell in love with that girl too fast. She did fall in love with that girl too fast because she don't know that girl from her from Adam. Child, we got old worried ass Martin at the casino looking all out the door. Look, if this guy shows up and Bill is sitting back chilling, looking all fine and shit. Come on, look, he'll be here. But yeah, when he gets here, I know you like to think of yourself as being some mastermind. Martin, calm the fuck down. The energy in the room is you making it too tense, bro. That's cool. But don't forget, we're working together on this. Bill was like, look, okay, you did your part, Congressman, and you did it well. When you got this guy to agree to show up to a location that we picked. Martin was like, I hear a button there. And Bill was like, look, okay, you know what? I've about had it with y'all damn Duprees telling me how to do what I do. Look, I've helped you and your family out of this situation before, and I can do that shit again. So instead of micromanaging what you don't know anything about, you need to leave me in the room to let me operate and handle the details, all right? Leave this shit to me and go do something noble. That little harp thing, plink. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That thing trips me the fuck out. Whenever somebody says something profound, they be like, plink. Okay, I guess Joy was in the corner hiding somewhere. Is the room that big? Because I never thought it didn't pass the damn poker table. Anyway, he comes out of hiding, and so right after Martin leaves, and so he looks at Bill and says, do you think the kid will behave? No, Martin ain't fucking behaving. Ooh, we are back at Uptown with Chelsea. And so Kat sends her a message and said, Madison's shift ended almost 2 hours ago. What the fuck? So Chelsea was finna leave with the flower. And Madison shows up. Okay, girl. Okay, we happy to see your ass, but what's your excuse? Oh, you're still here. Oh. Chelsea was like, girl, I was finna leave. I thought you were ghosting me. You didn't call. I was ready, girl. I was just so ready for our day, honey. I had impeccable shoes, a fire-ass outfit, and a purse, honey. A purse that would set the whole look off. My phone was in my hand, and I was just about to text you when I was on my way. And as I'm making my way through the ER, this kid comes barreling through the bathroom like his life depends on it. Before I even knew it, honey, that damn kid just released full force projectile throw up, vomit, spit up, whatever you want to call it, all over me. Chelsea was like, ew. And Madison was like, right. I'm like, double ew. Madison said that shit was from her chest all the way down to her toes. Her shoes was ruined, honey. Outfit, honey, was a biohazard. Girl, my new bag, honey, critical condition. Clear! Then the damn poor kid passes out, so I dropped everything just to catch his ass. Got him seen by a doctor too while he was there. Got his mammy to calm the fuck down. Picked up my phone, honey, and that didn't even work. Took one look, honey, and sniff and had to shower and change. Then I transferred all my shit from this wrecked purse to this ratty old bag, and my phone still wouldn't fucking work, so I couldn't call you. But I got here as fast as I could, girl, and I was gonna be looking so cute. Oh, Chelsea was like, well, we'll start over, okay? Hey. And so she hands her a rose. And so Madison was like, hey. Chelsea was like, and you're giving Scrubs a whole new look, girl. Really cute. And maybe if you let me take a look at that purse, I can find a way to salvage it. Madison was like, girl, that's a lost cause. I guess I'll have to break down and buy a new one, girl. Now, you wouldn't happen to know anyone who can help me out on that front now, would you? Now, there is one particular purse line that I know of that I am dying to get my hands on. Well, you know what? I happen to have a purse line that I know about, and I can think of a bag that would love having your hands all over it. Madison's like, okay, so we are not talking about purses anymore at this moment, are we? How'd you guess? Now, I know I did promise to treat you to a good dinner, but I am more interested in thinking about that she clutches her fingers and they just intertwine with each other. And so Madison's like, boo, I was thinking about the same fucking thing. Okay, so Madison was like, wait a minute, quick confession. I tend to leapfrog. What does that mean, girl? So Chelsea was like, you're going to have to give me a little bit more than that, girl. Like, you're going to have to tell us all about that, girl. What does that mean? Is that a new position? I ain't never heard. Well, no, I ain't never heard no leapfrog. So Chelsea was like, are we talking about relationships? So Madison was like, yeah, well, but not so much about jumping from person to person as much as just met to intimacy. So Chelsea was like, so you think that we're moving too fast? So we're back at Orphe Jeans, and so Eva's looking at her mama like, so you're lonely, huh? Yeah, whatever. Leslie was like, I see the skeptical look. Eva was like, well, can you damn blame me? You think that this is a bid for sympathy from you? That's what Leslie said. Eva was like, bitch, you said it, not me. Look, daughter, I didn't expect you to make this easy, but Eva just cut her off. Girl, mama, why don't you just tell me what it is you want, honey? Look, I knew a dinner after all the shit that we've been through might be tough. Eva was like, you mean after everything you put us through? Fine, okay, all right, fair. I mean, the whole host of misdeeds on your head and mine. Call it whatever you want, daughter. But honey, it still hurts. You not wanting to be close to me. Girl, what you mean her not wanting to? Girl, you kicked her out. I mean, since you were born, it's always been you and me, baby. Girl, most people say as soon as I found out that I was pregnant with you, it's been you and me. I'm listening to little shit like this, y'all. I'm sorry. I just don't believe that's her daughter. Always you and me, baby. And now it's just me. To all your damn drama and schemes, and then you kick me the fuck out. Fair enough. I wish you understood me. Not necessarily agreed with me, but I really want you to get me. But I do, mama, like nobody else. No, I don't think so. I think you see me like everyone else. See, there she go with this gaslighting shit. Eva always comes. That woman starts out nice, and then before you know it, here come the damn lighter and the blowtorch, baby. Like the vengeful harridan who's dead set on destroying the Fairmont Crest First family, right? That's how you see me. Ooh, Eva said, honestly, mama? Yeah, sounds about right. So we back at the casino, so Bill and Joey are exchanging drinks, and so Bill was like, well, I'm going to assume that everything is in order and set on your end. And Joey was like, yeah, it is. The casino will stay closed for as long as we need, and our blackmailer won't see anything we don't want him to see. Piece of cake. So Bill was like, well, let's be real, Armstrong. Look, it's never as easy as we hope or as hard as we fear. Joey was like, well, damn, I like the way you think. And Bill was like, well, yeah, I'm a realist. God, he looks so good. Damn. You dabble in odds. Joey was like, well, that may be more realistic than you realize. Bill was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I heard that you're called the gambling Buddha. You're like the philosopher of the poker table, right? And Joey was sitting down like, well, yeah, so they say. Mm-hmm. Joey was like, I can't say that I ever took to it, but it did stick. So Joey was like, well, what do they call your ass? So Bill was like, counselor. So Joey was like laughing a little bit. Like, look, I'm just saying, if you ever feel like you want to switch up your interest a little bit, you know, Hell, I could always use a partner. Didn't he got just get a partner in Vanessa? He loves some partners, don't he? He wants a partner with his particular skill. For some reason, I always thought that they always worked together. I guess I was wrong on that. Bill was like, I own me a tier one law firm. I got my name on the door and everything. I'll be staying right where I am. Joy was like, well, if you ever change your mind. Bill was like, wait for that shit. Then he gulps down that last bit of scotch. And then he wiped his lips, honey. I ain't gonna say nothing. All right, we're at the country club, and Martin with his old high ass booty is there looking for Kenneth. He's gonna fuck shit up. Why are you at the country club? Jeez Louise, Martin. So we're back at Uptown. Wasn't Ashley and damn Andre on their way there? And I thought that Danny and Sissy was there. Y'all need to make sure y'all line this stuff up together, all right? Line it up. Anyway, so we get back with Madison. Was like, well, look, normally it doesn't feel that fast until suddenly I'm dumped, or I'm being dumped. I don't see that happening between us. Madison was like, girl, that's how it sneaks up on your ass. Post dump is when it actually hits. And that's when I start replaying everything in my head. How it started, the chemistry, the late night, the effortless dates, the slow fade, the pullback. And then once again, I'm kicking myself because I've leaped straight over the part I'm supposed to pace myself and protect my heart and get to know the person well enough to see the next thing coming. And while she's talking, Chelsea has her head down, probably looking at her social media, honey. That girl, that's going to be their downfall. No, she wasn't looking at her social media. She actually fixed Madison's phone. How nice are you? But did you hear what the girl was talking about, girl? Okay, so Madison was like, you are so brilliant. So Chelsea was like, girl, phones for me are like scalpels for you, scans and scalpels for you, just tools of the trade. So Madison was like, thank you. So they actually kissed. So Chelsea was like, well, what if what's next is more chemistry and late nights and effortless dates for days, weeks, and months, and forever? And Madison was like, girl, that sounds so nice, but I'm getting the feeling you're a leaper too. And then Chelsea says, well, I don't know for sure since I really never leapt into a relationship. Madison was like, so you kept your options open. So Chelsea says, I had a few people in the mix. I guess we did two things backwards, huh? Madison's like, you mean how we knew almost immediately how absolutely hard for each other the moment we met, girl? Possibly. And Chelsea was like, and then we came to the restaurant. So much for whining and dining each other into bed, huh? Madison's like, girl, wait a minute now. To be fair, we did have dinner on the first date. Y'all did, and dessert too. Chelsea was like, well, girl, do you call takeout dinner? No, I'm supposed to treat you to an evening of fine linen napkins, gleaming china, and impeccable service, dining under soft candlelight in a five-star restaurant where every detail is curated to perfection. Madison's like, girl, our sweet and sour chicken still counts, girl. She's like, and if for no other reason, my fortune cookie did tell me to say that I needed to go for it, and far be it from me to argue with fate. So Chelsea was like, girl, is that how you see us? Fated? So Madison was like, girl, I'm not sure. So Chelsea was like, well, why? Bring it up. That's what Madison said. She's like, because we're already finishing each other's sentences, girl. So Madison asked Chelsea, girl, so how does your dad feel about who you are dating? As if my dating life or my sexuality would be anything I would be willing to discuss with my dad, girl. So Madison was like, wait a minute, so y'all are not close? She's like, well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, he was there for me for my whole entire childhood. And we had a closeness, but not a closeness in like a touchy-feely kind of way. But I'm not too sure, but I feel like when he looks at me, he sees my mom. Madison was like, well, maybe, or he might see you as like a sharp, focused businesswoman who started her own company, like he started his own firm. Chelsea was like, I don't really think he sees me at all. Much like my sister Naomi now, she's a carbon copy. She's a lawyer like him. She likes to argue like him. She's really, really smart. And then Madison was like, girl, you smart too. You're pretty smart. And so Chelsea says the neurosurgeon, So Madison was like, yeah, girl, that's why you should believe me. And so if my own estimation of you, you don't want to believe that shit, then maybe you need to believe your own stats. Designer, model, entrepreneur, successful in all three, baby. Hence, millions of followers, girl. Now, Chelsea, you are one of the smartest women I know. I needed to, I'm glad that I saw this. I was going to skim over it. But I've always thought that Chelsea was close to Bill. I never thought that she felt that way about him, that whenever he looks at her, he sees Danny. Well, she did follow her mama's footsteps as far as being a model and stuff. And she was able to fulfill what Danny had to stop. She had to, continue that torch, carry that torch. So that is interesting. Poor Chelsea. That girl, yeah, I can see why she says that the girl says that she's going to be going through a lot of things this summer and she's going to change. I can't wait to see how she's going to mature and change, and hopefully it is for the better and not for the worse. Okay, back to the show. So Leslie asked Eva a really good question, and I had the same question. She's like, have you ever thought about what I was like before I fell in love with your father? Now, remember I said that I was like, I would love to know about her childhood. What happened to make her triggered? Because this girl ain't come out the womb just automatically want to just chase this man and have his baby and fuck up his life. It's like something happened to this heifer. So Eva was like, yeah, I used to think about that shit a lot, but when we got to town, the man that you used to complain all the fucking time about didn't even seem to be like a real person. More like a character you constructed and could rail against and argue against because you were so pissed off. And Eva was like, and honestly, mama, you really sure as hell didn't seem like the type of person that a normal person would fall in love with. Leslie says, ouch. But fair. Look at you, all grown up and straightforward and just as beautiful as you want to be, baby. You probably don't want to hear this, but back then, I was a like you, honey. Look, I was smart, ambitious, and looking. Eva was like, well, looking? What do you mean? What the fuck does that mean, mama? She's like, oh, I was looking for something. Wasn't too sure what that was, but I knew that my jobs as a waitress and a bartender, they were just stopgaps. But I was looking for something in Ted. I thought I found it. I thought I found a way out in him. I thought he was my salvation. And when I realized that he wasn't, it was a real damn kick in the teeth. But it also turned me into who I am now. Eva was like, girl, I don't know, Mom. I know you pretty damn well, and it sounds like you're losing yourself. And she is, girl, because she be talking to herself in the mirror and every damn thing. So Leslie is chewing, pouring all that damn salt on her food and stuff. She's like, girl, what does that even mean? So Eva was like, it means, who the fuck are you? Without Ted, without this community, without some 30-year-old dream, who are you? Do you even remember the woman I grew up loving? Do you even remember how to be my mammy? Okay, see, I told y'all I'm a psychic, honey. We see Kenneth talking to, what's that boy's name? Enrique, what's that baby name? He's talking to him in the background, and you see Martin just stalking at him. I'm sorry, we're back at the country club. So Martin is seeing Kenneth, and what's the boy name? I can't think of that. The young boy that Vanessa was fucking with at the country club. The one she always was going to the empty houses. Him. Well, anyway, they talking. I was wondering what happened to him. See, I talked about him yesterday. Y'all might as well go ahead and add me to the team. Y'all put me on the cast. Damn. Okay, so Kenneth takes off his little sweater vest, and damn, what's that boy name? Y'all gonna tell me what his name is, damn. I'm not even gonna look it up because I couldn't think of his name before. Y'all gonna say it. They pound each other, so he leaves. So Kenneth goes into the changing room, and damn, Martin go in there. See, you about to foul it up. God dog it. Now that was a really good conversation between Eva and Leslie. I had to go back to that. That was really good. It's good to know that she did have a before Ted moment. Now what the hell he did to change that, and she just held on to a 30-year-old dream, girl. Ooh, Ted, what kind of magic you got between them legs, bro? Okay, so now we're back to Chelsea and Madison. I don't think I need to really review this part. Madison is pretty much on this little segment trying to reassure Chelsea that she's there. She's into her. She really digs her. It's you and me. We're definitely new, and we still got a long ways to go to really know each other and get to know each other. Again, like they said, Chelsea just was feeling some kind of way, like, what, a month ago about Allison? Now you on to Madison. Girl, Take your time, girl. So Madison tells her, like, yeah, girl, I'm ready for this, but I'm scared too. And Chelsea was like, just tell me more. So Madison, like a lot of women do that. We guard our hearts because we pour our time and our emotions into something else, whether it's our job or our children. So we keep our hearts guarded to like have as few distractions as normal, as much as possible. So she was like saying relationships can be a distraction, and they can, especially if you have a goal in mind, honey. And that man or that woman come along, baby, and just knock you all off your goal, honey. You be like, damn, I gotta pick back up and start back over so I can finish school. So yeah, when it comes to Chelsea, she talks about, yeah, I feel the same way like you do. She said her mama had her modeling at a very young age, and yeah. She said it wasn't all glamorous like everybody think it is. It was very grueling exercise, like watching what she eat, not doing anything to not mess up her skin, shit like that. So Madison was like, "Well, girl, I've seen your feed, and you seem like you're a party girl." And so Chelsea's like, "Well, how do you feel about that?" So Madison was like, "Girl, yeah, I'm a little worried about that, but you know what? I'm just gonna throw caution to the wind, honey, and just keep it moving." Ooh. Okay, I'm glad I didn't fast forward through this scene. So they're sitting there talking, linking fingertips and stuff. So uh, let me get my thoughts together. I'm going to shorten this. Chelsea is telling Madison, girl, I feel, and I just spoke this girl up. I feel free with you, and I can talk to you. I don't have to hide. I feel like I could tell you anything. And Madison was like, me too. I finally feel free, blah, blah, blah. So Madison sees somebody who's waving across the room. And so um, Chelsea was like, oh, who, you know her? And Madison was like, girl, no, I think she's talking to you. Girl, it's Allison. Did not mention her. I just mentioned that bitch. It's always like that, y'all. When you have somebody that you moving on with, the past will come back and bite you in the ass. And Chelsea, your ass, you better tell Madison who she is. Don't walk away from that girl and not tell her. Please don't. Damn. So we are back at Orphe Jeans, and so Leslie tells Eva, and that of course I remember the me I was with you. I mean the times that we shared the ice cream right out the pint. I remember they talked about that earlier in the season. Getting in that magazine and circling all those free activities for kids and their parents. The Saturday movies kids at that theater up the street. You see Eva really digressed and went back to being that little girl. Go ahead, Eva from Chicago. Leslie was like, "What times when we didn't have money to do anything with. So we just walked around and looked at all the street performers and rating them on the scale that that we made up. Lollipop, which meant the highest, to prune cake, which meant they were horrible. And then when we got home and we were laughing and talking about that tap dancer that was such a prune cake. Your stepdad, honey, didn't have any idea what in the world we were talking about. Alan. Alan was kind of slow, right? And then that Eva, when I tell you she could cry, ooh, that girl could cry. She's like, yeah, maybe a little. But he was there, which was important, Mama. Just being there, like you, Mama. And as Eva's crying, I think this was more of an ad lib because Trisha does say that they do give her a lot of free reign to make up some stuff. So there are some things. I think that she did make up a few nicknames for some of the characters. Teddy Weddy was in the script, but like Kit Kat and all of the other little Nikki, she made that up too. So these are little things that she made up. I think that she ad libbed that tissue part. She took a tissue out the little tissue dispenser on the table and gave it to Eva and wiped her tears. That was good. I like that. You could tell it was genuine. So she was like, yes, you were, Mama. You were always there. And so while they're just holding hands, and then we see Kat, honey, come into the restaurant with, is that Jacob? I think Jacob. And then Leslie and Eva looking at them like, God dog it. Kat and Eva's face is wet, full of tears, because remember she was in training with Kat, and she left early to be there with her mammy. And she see them standing there sitting at the table holding hands. I know Kat is like, God dog, every time I try to trust this bitch. So Jacob asked Kat, honey, do you want to go somewhere else? And she was like, absolutely fucking not. This shit could be interesting. That's what Kat says. I was like, go ahead, Kat. Her spidey senses are up. You see it tingling, ling, 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 ling. All right, we're back at the country club, honey. We see Kenneth look like he get ready to go on a hiking trip. Got this old big ass backpack on, looking all like he finna go and pack it with a whole lot of cash, honey, and nowhere to go. So he ain't even button up his shirt. He got a muscle now. He work out because they showed a close up. I got a little still shot right here, and his damn arms is busting through it. I like a man with big arms. His arms is almost busting through his shirt. Okay, Kenneth, I see you. I see you, Kenneth. Diego, that's what that mother sucker name. So Martin was trying to follow Kenneth out the door. So Diego was like, "Hey, Martin, man, I ain't seen you in a long time. What's up, bro?" Yeah. Diego was like, "What the fuck you been, bro? I mean, have you given up on your workout routine, bro?" Martin was like, "Not exactly." So Diego was like, "Man, hey, you seem kind of edgy, bro. Let's go hit the gym, bro. Let's go let's go after those weights, bro." I know you said girl, bro. That's how don't they talk like that, bro, bro, bro. Oh my God, my friend is back. Okay, I'm gonna say the right name this time. What did I kept calling that baby? Randy. Randy is back, y'all. Mr. Maurice P. Carey. Hey, Maurice, if you're watching. Y'all, if y'all go back a month ago on episode 50, I kept calling that baby Reggie. I kept calling him Reggie, y'all. I kept calling him Reggie through the whole damn review. And I saw somebody on my thing kept saying Randy. Auntie, you can call me Reggie. And I was like, who the hell is this talking about Reggie? Randy. I was like, who is this? So I clicked the picture, and it was one of the actors from the show. It was Maurice, and he was like, "Girl, I'll let you call me Reggie, but the character's name is Randy." So I'm like, "No, I'm an actress. Look, I need to stick to the script. The baby's name is Randy, so I said I was gonna call him Randy." So Randy is back, boo. Like, we on episode number 83. We haven't seen Randy since episode 50. Go ahead, boy. You better. Now you ain't no boy, honey. You a grown ass man. That ain't no shade on you, honey, but. Look at Randy on my screen. Go ahead. Randy was like, Then Joey was like, do I sense some hesitation? So Randy was like, no, boss. I'll do what the fuck you ask. So Joey was like, whatever I damn ask. And so Randy was like, oh, well, yeah, whatever. And Joey was like, good. So he leave Randy in the room, and so Joey was like, good, you know where to find me. Nah, we ain't seen Maurice since episode 50. And we're at 83. Y'all better give these people roles so we can see them often, y'all. You know, he's best friends with Dougie. We see Dougie all the time. Go ahead, Maurice. Okay, we're back at Orphe Jeans, and so we see Kat and Jacob sitting down talking. So she was like, okay, let's review. He was like, come on now, we can't do. She's like, come on, I know you like working with me. She was like, I knew that shit. He was like, but look, do you also know that you could jeopardize my investigation, dude? She's like, I mean, yeah, you said that for weeks. Your ass got to stop annoying me, cuz. But here we are. Jacob, it ain't no shame needing my game and my help. Jacob was like, girl, I don't need your help. You just ain't giving me no choice. Kat was like, that's one way to look at it, but I like to see it as my cousin-in-law using his time and expertise to help the very important family he married into. So we are back at the other side of Orphe Jeans at the booth with Leslie and Eva. So they dabbing their mouth. And so Leslie's like, oh, well, I'm certainly glad that I did some things right by you, daughter. Eva was like, I mean, you did. I don't ever remember saying otherwise. I'm the same woman that raised you. And Eva was like, I know. And from the camera angle, you could see Kat just peering over there at them. Perfect angle, y'all. Perfect angle. And since I'm that same woman, I want to hear all about your new jobs at Ted's medical practice. Eva was like, honestly, it's a lot of responsibility. And the billing codes alone, which that girl ain't lying, are enough to make your head spin. Thank God for ChatGPT now, because if y'all are, I used to do billing. I love medical, all things medical. Billing and knowing the ICD-9 codes and the HP, all them codes, girl. We used to have books, and you had to look those shits up damn in alphabetical order. And, they have codes that, instead of them naming the actual disease or diagnosis and treatment that you have, they're all made of codes. And so learning those codes, honey, can if you use them a lot, then you know them like their second nature. But thank God for ChatGPT. I'm sure that there's some AI tools out there that you can just quickly look up codes now. It ain't that deep no more. But back in the day, I wanted to be a medical billing coder at home. But I was like, man, and I dabbled into it. I would love to do it though. I really would, just to have it as a side gig, because it's you when it comes to a career that you can never that will never be affected by a recession or anything. Medical billing, I swear you can never go wrong. Anyway, yeah, medical, the coach, like she said, it'll make your head spin, honey. So Eva was like, do you know about the most surprising part though? So she points at Kat. Honey, that one over there is actually helping me learn the ropes. Leslie was like, helping your ass. And so Eva was like, yeah, honey, somehow Ted arranged it. But it does make sense since it was Kat's job before. Now that her ass is so busy selling and making purses. Leslie was like, well, yeah, your ass better be careful of that one, little girl. She's the kind that will exact a very high toll for any so-called help. Eva was like, well, believe me, I am basically a certified coach in predicting Kat Richardson's shady moves, so I know her. I can see them coming before she thinks of them. I'll be careful. And Leslie was like, good. Chelsea says, oh, I thought I knew her, but turns out I didn't. That's Allison, the woman I told you I dated for about 5 minutes. It didn't really go anywhere. Madison was like, oh, yeah, right. I remember them, half the fucking couple. Madison was like, she really got some damn radar on you. Oh, shit, here she comes. She coming over here. Damn. Ooh, Allison was like, I thought I was really being low-key, girl. Like, really, like, casually watching you across the room. Like some undercover agent. Girl, go somewhere. Go be with, what's his name? What's her husband's name? I can't even remember that. Craig. Go be with Craig. She's like, clearly I'm not as slick as I thought. Girl, Allison, go somewhere. Maybe, Madison. Madison, don't go nowhere, girl. Just keep talking to Chelsea. So Chelsea was like, how are you doing? And so Allison says, good. So she reaches out her hand to Madison and says, hi, I'm Allison. Oh, this is going to be so Madison, Allison, Chelsea. Ugh. She's like, also, I'm known as a woman who is intruding on your date. Apologies for that. And Madison was like, no problem. Nice to meet you. I'm Madison. Allison was like, great name. I hope you meant the part about not being a problem. Huh? What are you talking about, Allison? Because I'm about to become a lot more rude and intrusive. What the fuck? She asked Chelsea, can she talk to her for a minute? She looks at Madison, if you don't mind, and then she tells Chelsea, I hope you don't mind too. It'll really mean a lot to me. Chelsea tells Allison, this is really not a good time. And Madison was like, girl, it's all right, girl, Chelsea. You know, I ate you last night, so we good. I got an early morning in neurology tomorrow, so it's all good, girl. I should probably get going. Madison, girl, you ain't slick. You kind of low-key told Allison what the fuck you do for a living. I mean, this is Scrubs, but I ain't no fucking nurse. I am a neurologist, bitch. Madison, I know what you was doing, girl. I knew exactly what you was doing. So as Madison tries to leave, Chelsea says, look, girl, you really didn't have to take off. I was really hoping that we would. And while she's talking, you see Allison sitting down at their table. Why she didn't go back at her? Oh, so Chelsea was like, yeah, I was hoping for some good tonight. And so Madison was like, girl, me too. But soon. They kiss twice, and you hear this lady singing, you're the one. Hey. Bum, 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 bum. I'm telling you, these songs, I want the soundtrack Beyond the Gates. Okay? Give me the soundtrack, because whoever's singing in the background, boo, she's singing, you're the one. So Chelsea sits down, because she was thinking that Allison was still standing up, and she sees her sitting down at their table. So Chelsea was like, Allison. And then Allison was like, girl, she seems like she's a full package. Gorgeous brains. I mean, is she yours? I'm like, what the fuck that mean? Is she mine? Yeah, you don't think I can get somebody who's gorgeous and smart? Shit, fuck yeah. Okay, we are back at the the casino, and we see Kenneth sneaking in this dark room, baby, with his shirt open, showing his little wife beater. Why the fuck you come there with the most lightest amount of clothes on? You should be dressed in the dark, man. Uh-oh. We see Bill come through the door, honey, with a very small suitcase. And Bill says, we meet again. Kenneth is like, do I know you? Once upon a time, there was a congressman on the side of the road about 2 years ago. And after your encounter, you were, out of it. Go ahead, Bill, break it down to him. You needed a little work done. So yeah, motherfucker, we met. Kenneth talking about, who the hell are you? I thought you said you knew everybody in that town. Bill was like, who, me? Oh, I ain't got no fucking name. But your ass could call me the fixer. Potentially your worst fucking nightmare. Go ahead, Bill. You see, we have a mess on our hands. A mess that your ass started. So I'm here to fix that shit. But first, I think you need a little civics lesson. Oh God, I'm wet. Kenneth with his old cocky ass put his hand on his hip, talking, what the hell does that mean? What you think civics is all about, mother? Bill was like, you do realize who the fuck you're dealing with, don't you? Because I'm counting on you not being as dumb as you fucking look. Jeez Louise. I'm shaking, y'all. Shit, Kenneth did a hard swallow after he said that. You're not as dumb as you look. Bill said that the Dupree family, to whom Congressman Martin Richardson belonged, is extremely fucking powerful. In your trash heap language, your ass just might say, they run the rodeo around here. But you know that shit, of course. And if your ass don't make the right choice and back the fuck off, then there will be untold dangers in your damn path. And accidents that creep up when you least expect it. Kenneth with his greedy ass, I'm all, let's cut to the chase, nigga. Is that my money? Those surgically improved ears of yours, how are they working for your ass? Fine, so Bill was like, so you don't have a problem hearing, don't you? Huh? Listen, you can't. That's where you're wrong, motherfucker. There's no damn limit to what I can do. When I tell you my toes are curling, wrapped all around this fucking rug, whew, I'm just wiggling, y'all. So Bill tells him, now what you need to fucking do is leave or suffer the consequences. Bill stands about 6'7". Damn, Kenneth looked like he about 5'2". I'm just kidding. He might be 6 feet. But Bill is definitely hovering over his monkey ass. And so Bill's phone get to buzzing. Zzz, zzz. Bill reaches in his pocket and Kenneth kind of jumped back. He thought that I thought he peed in his panties. He thought Bill was finna pull out a fucking gun. So whatever that message was, Bill just smiled a little bit and put that damn phone back in his jacket and straightened up them shoulders, baby, and told Kenneth, your ass got 2 days to get out of fucking town. Kenneth was like, oh what? You'll kill me? Look, I'm scared, honey. Ooh, Mufasa. So Bill was like, nah, that's not me. But this is the end of my participation right here. Bill tossed that damn bag on the poker table. It's Kenneth is standing there with his legs crossed. His nuts is crossed, baby. His nuts is crossed. Got it. You little puss. Child, that look like the money that I have, my money burning ceremony when I be doing my crystals and shit. That look like my money burning shit. Damn. That ain't no real money, but let's go with it. All right. Kenneth pulled that damn money out just to smiling, honey. He like, I'm rich, bitch. So damn, Martin is at the country club, and so Bill calls him. Zzz. Martin is like, where's the guy? Is he there? Where? So Bill was like, where the fuck are you? So Bill was like, all right, just sit tight, all right? I'll be there in 15. So we back at Orphe Jeans, and so Kat is telling Jacob, like, look, stop holding back on me. So what's the new lead? So Jacob was like, all right, look, now there's been a potential breakthrough. I've been waiting forever for this, Kat says. What you got, cuz? He's like, look, it's a security expert I found. So Jacob was like, look, it ain't probably nothing much. Don't be getting your hopes up, girl. She was like, look, stop treating me like a kid, Jacob. Jacob was like, well, stop fucking acting like one. And she's like, fine. So he says the expert found a tiny scratch on the other side of the helmet. So she was like, so what the fuck does that mean? If it's a breakthrough clue, it has to mean something, right? He was like, maybe if we can match it to the helmet and the footage, then yes. So she was like, I don't get that shit. I mean, how did the FBI not notice that? But you, Mr. Rank and File, did. He said, see, there you go again, biting the hands that feed you. Way to go, Kat. She's like, look, you're like my big brother. Little sisters tease brothers. It's a rule. Same rule that says big brothers don't share what they know until they're good and ready. Stop torturing me, Jacob. So the scratch, that man in the background, honey, that's a big man. Now, I like being a big man. I ain't gonna lie. I like a big nigga. He got that little salad plate. He playing with the lettuce. Go on and eat your food, bro. Go on and eat it. I should have sat over there across from you and just been like, oh, you got. I would have been pantomiming like a motherfucker. So he says that the scratch was found on the opposite side of the helmet that was found in the footage. So she was like, oh my God, so that means it's not on the video. He was like, look, how soon did they forget? Let me break this down to you, girl. When Laura's car ran off the road, oh my gosh, the motorcycle turned around and went back in the direction it came. So that means the other side of the helmet is on the video. Exactly. Look, the FBI spent all their time trying to take a glimpse, try to get that of the face, that they pretty much ignored the helmet. She's like, so what the fuck now? Well, now we break down the video and analyze that damn scratch. Now, if the scratch is visible and it matches the one on the helmet and the evidence, then we can place Leslie at the scene of the crash. Exactly. Baby, and she's sitting, her back is arched, baby. She's sitting up real tight and strong and lips are tight like we got him. So we're back at damn Uptown, and so Allison talking about she's sorry. Who Chelsea is dating ain't none of her business. You right, it ain't none of your business. You married. Remember, you told her that. So Chelsea's like, well, no, it isn't. So you tell me, what is it that you want? This bitch talking about she missed Chelsea. I just missed you, Chelsea. Chelsea was like, missed what exactly? You, Craig, and I had a couple of one nights, and then I asked to see you alone, and you shut the shit down. I'm sorry if I hurt you, she said. Chelsea was like, girl, please, don't flatter yourself. I do not bruise like that easily. I'm just recounting our brief history. I'm sorry anyway, girl. Wait, girl, I wish I could tell you the whole story. I don't think there's anything left to say, Allison. But there is, girl. You never read me wrong. I was definitely interested in seeing you. This is what Allison said. And Chelsea was like, okay. I mean, she said it made Craig jealous. I told y'all. A man don't want to be sitting outside looking in when it comes to that type of lifestyle. They want to be in the middle, either watching it or being in it. Go back. I know y'all. I got some new people around here. I told them, Chelsea. I know what Chelsea went through, and I'm telling you, when it comes to that lifestyle, a man is like, "Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, have some fun with her." No, he ain't gonna do that. He's gonna be jealous. Okay, back to the show. Chelsea was like, "Wait a minute, y'all motherfuckers, y'all approached me." And Allison was like, yeah, I know, but after I told Craig that I wanted to see you alone, he gave me an ultimatum. Drop you or he'd leave me. So I did. I did it to save my marriage. Chelsea, go ahead, tell her, Chelsea. She's like, if you two were not ready to be polyamorous, honey, then that's really not my fault. Allison was like, girl, none of this is your fault, honey. It's mine. And she's like, I made such a mess of this. And poor Chelsea, she just, oh my God. It's okay, Allison. Really, it's okay. She tells her that she thinks she made a big mistake by marrying Craig because he wasn't the one that she thought she married. Girl, she says he's bitter and he's angry, honey. Honestly, she's scared. Girl, they ain't got nothing to do with Chelsea. So we are back at Orphe Jeans. I'm still lingering on that damn Allison coming back to. Okay, girl, that's gone. We're back at Orphe Jeans and we see Leslie and Eva talking, and the lady, the waitress, give Leslie the check. I'm like, you can pay for that? Anyway, Eva says, thank you for taking me out for dinner, Mom. I'm like, girl, y'all only had salad. But anyway, Leslie was like, no, thanks for letting me take you out, daughter. Eva, I've been thinking, and I've been thinking about how I made you my accomplice, so to speak, in my vendetta against Ted. And Eva was like, what? You have? Leslie's like, I told you I've been doing some soul searching, girl. I mean, what have you been telling yourself about it, Mama? That I have so many regrets. That it was a crappy thing for a mother to do that to her daughter. Eva was like, yeah, it kind of was. And now, I know you need time and finding your place in your new life. And time to fix the damage that I created for you. But this song that's playing in the background reminds me of Al Green. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of my. Don't you help me, girl? That you can. Yeah, pull that up. Leaving you. Sing, Al Green. That's what it sounds like. All the horns and shit. Yeah, that's giving me Al Green, baby. Leslie goes on talking about sitting there with her, sharing a meal and talking to you like mother and daughter. But not just like mother and daughter, like friends. Oh, baby, it really does mean the world to me. And Eva was like, yeah, Mama, tonight was real nice. I feel sorry for her. That music is playing in the background because it's a build up. They finna take her to jail. She's like saying, yeah, it was nice. So she looks over there at Kat and Jacob, and she's like, what's that brat over there smiling about? So Eva was like, look, don't say brat, Mama. It doesn't mean what you think it means. So Leslie looks at her again. She said, oh, and so Kat's like, your ass is cooked. You're in trouble, bitch. You going to jail. You a crook. You's a liar. We won, bitch. She ain't say all of that, but the look on her face was saying that, all of that, honey. I had to ad lib, honey, because we can't go right according to the script, but I have to add my sugar, spice, and everything nice. Then Leslie was like, oh, what the hell does she mean by that? So we're back at Orphe Jean. So Leslie and Eva are about to leave. Leslie pays the bill. So we get back to Kat and Jacob. She's like, look, honey, can you put a rush on that, on your analyst who's using that damn software? Jacob was like, cuz it takes as long as it takes. And Kat is like, look, but we need to prove the helmet was the one that Leslie wore. Ooh, I mean, Jacob was like, see, that's what I'm talking about, Kat. You can either do a job fast or you can do that shit right. Look, I'm sure that the security app people are working as fast as they can, all right? But they need matches. They need evidence. Look, those are the things you give to a DA to make a good case, girl. A case that they can win in court. What if there's no match? I mean, what if there are different helmets? What if what we see ain't concrete enough? He's like, well, then Leslie walks. Now, whenever they show Kat, whenever they show her, it's a very retro 1960s, tambourine, Temptations, Shirelles, the Articulates type of vibe. So I think that they're in a good vibe space. It's going to turn around soon. It is. So Leslie and Eva sachets and skedaddles out the restaurant. Girl, we are back at damn Uptown. Jeez. So Chelsea was like, well, I know that you can't really tell what a person is just based off of one or two encounters. But Craig, I mean, he doesn't strike me to be the type of person who's bitter or even violent. Allison was like, you think I'm lying? And Chelsea was like I said, I don't know the two of you very well, girl. It's hard to know what to think. Allison's sitting there talking about Craig has always had a temper. He's always scared me. So well, of course he probably would have held that. You wouldn't have seen that if you busy in your thruple situation. Chelsea was like, look, my brother-in-law is a detective, so if you want to file a formal complaint against him, then... No, girl, I ain't ready for that. And that's not why I wanted to talk to you, Chels. Oh, what is it? Well, the truth is, girl, I like to pick off where we left off. Why? Girl, go back to you think that being with... Girl, you just said that Craig is violent. So you going to her... I mean, okay, are you still with Craig? That's the first question. Because if he catches me with you, then that means he still has an anger issue. And then you don't want... Child. She talking about just you and me, just me and you. Hey, oh, hey. And then Madison comes back and she sees that Chelsea is still there talking to Alice's ass. So we at the country club and you see Martin got his hand in his head in the chair, just fidgety and nervous and shit. And Bill gets there. He's like, I'll have a double bourbon on the rocks. And then Martin stands up. He's like, that nigga will have the same. Martin all damn loud in the lobby. What happened? Did you make the payoff? I sure do want to know, Bill. This is my life we're talking about here. My career, nigga, my family. Bill was like, look, that busboy should not be bothering your ass again, aight? Martin was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Bill said it means exactly what the fuck I said it means. That's all you need to know. Uh-oh, we back at the casino and my boo Randy is back, baby, and Kenneth is there sitting down at the table counting his money. Why he just didn't take the money and leave, you arrogant, racist son of a... Randy closed the door. And damn, Kenneth was like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh, Randy came in there, baby. Not Reggie, but Randy came in there. Told Kenneth, don't fucking bother. Then he stood across the room, reached in his back britches, and pulled out a GU pow pow. Shit, next week is going to be off the fucking chain. We got Randy back talking about he's scared of Joey. We got, damn, it was so much. We see Andre and damn Ashley grabbing fingers, and we see damn Danny bust a fucking bottle in damn club, baby. Damn. God, I'm glad it's a short week. And I did break down, y'all, and get me damn Paramount Plus. So, although it's a holiday for us, I don't think that 4th of July would be the same for Canada. So, I should be able to see Paramount. I should be able to see the show on Friday. Should be able to see it. But if not, y'all gonna have to tell me how I'm gonna hook up with that Canada hookup so I can see what Friday's episode is gonna be about next week. But anyway, damn. It's so much. And then, damn, Haley and Leslie are sitting down meeting with each other. I guess that would make sense because they are the two that nobody wants to talk to. It makes sense if they got together because they could be besties. Oh, this was such a good episode today. What do you think, y'all? I know y'all gonna tell me. I can't wait to see what y'all got to say. I still want to know about that meeting, though. Wish they would have recorded that damn meeting so we can know what they talking about. But we could. I think we understood. Pay the nigga, let him get his ass out of town. But my thing is like, why the fuck Kenneth is still there at the table counting fucking money? Take the money and run. Go to your apartment and count that shit. Go to your apartment. Shit. You dumb. Y'all, we growing. I just might be at 1,000 on Independence Day. Just might. Y'all keep sharing. Y'all are doing the damn thing. My video, not yesterday, but the day before, got 300 plus videos. So views. So thank y'all so much. So much. We got some men talking. We always have the girls talking. But the men, y'all keep talking. I want to see what y'all got to say because a lot of this is very testosterone driven. You know, we have our feminine wiles, but you have people like Danny will pull out a pow, cuss a bitch out, slap somebody. Now she's slamming damn bottles on the damn counter. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, okay, y'all. Oh, let me go ahead and upload this. Y'all have a good and safe weekend out there. Be safe and keep hydrating, y'all. Don't be drinking all that liquor and you ain't got no water in your system now. We are made of 70% water, 6% water, whatever it is. Make sure y'all stay safe out there. And I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.